The city of Hazleton has a large Hispanic and Spanish-speaking population. Our Janine Lassant spoke with Amilcar Arroyo, the editor of El Mensajero newspaper, to see how he was helping bridge a possible communication gap when it comes to information on the coronavirus. Arroyo says while his newspaper is not being published right now, he is posting information on his Facebook page and speaking with many members of the community. Here he talks to Janine about some of the concerns he's heard from the Hispanic community in Hazleton.
This time, what I want to mention is this is not time to blame, Janine. This is time to work together. I know sometimes find excuses I don't like too much, but explanation is what the local community needs. Explanation for example, why the Latino doesn't listen, why they still traveling from New York back and forth. There is issues. There's people yet that they are working in New York, but they live in Hazleton, and I know a couple of those guys, they just stopped traveling, but a few, they are still doing that one, traveling back and forth. Now, there is no control, and I think that is not under the power of our authorities to close or control the ways where people coming from New York coming into the city. That is one of the main concerns for everyone, and particularly for the Latino community. They ask why you don't close the factories, where is a place where these people infected go to work. And some of the factories, they said they don't respect the guidelines, like the social distancing, the use of masks, use of gloves, take the temperature of the employees. Some of those factories, they start to doing, but after they found a couple of positive cases in their own plants. But people are afraid to go to work, but also they are afraid to lose their jobs. It's a very hard decision when you have to say, no, I'm not working no more, I stay in house. If you gonna lose your job. The other thing is traveling. They are concerned that they are people in their own that they are traveling yet to New York and bring people from New York, charging lots of money for those services. We need conscious for the people. That's why I'm telling in Spanish to the people, the Latino community, to be conscious, to be in home. And I think with these numbers that I said yesterday, and I want to repeat later on in my Facebook edition, that this is not a game. When we see people dying, and we have already one or two deaths in Hazleton, and I spoke yesterday with a family, then the mother told me, you know, my daughter doesn't feel good, but I hope she will feel better. But last night she sent me a text message that her daughter is already in the hospital, so with problems of breathing. So those pictures call you for more responsibility and more attention to the rule that they have to follow. One person at a time in the grocery store, use mask when you go out, use gloves, social distancing, respect the emergency declaration of Mayor Cusat. So all those we're trying to help to stop the spreading of the virus.
Arroyo points out that there are 3 other Hispanic news outlets in the Hazleton area working hard to keep the public safe and informed: Latino News, La Casa Dominicana, and 911.informativo.